Let the battle begin.
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Shupsy and I am very proud to be bringing you the 4th Nexus Champ Heroes of the Storm match of the week. Today we have a match on the new Garden of Terror map, as you can see here, and we'll go through the mechanics kind of as we encounter them. Basic gist is that there's a day-night cycle that alternates kind of between a normal laning / merc phase and then something very akin to the Haunted Mines. But otherwise, let's just go through the teams here. So on blue team, we start off with Kita Gakash on the Vala. I'm sure there's many other ways of pronouncing that, and my way was not right. On Vala here, Kuki on the Brightwing, Carrion on Rega, who is the new hero, also added into this patch. So he's a support hero, but he can also take a hit too, and he's got a lot of utility. Ali on ETC here, and Fight Camp, who I'm praying that he's going to be taking a lot of Merc camps just so I can make dumb puns all game, is of course on our Illidan here. Red team, we have LoL vs XD on Red Sonya, Stone RRF on the Lily, Artanis is playing Tychus, Lucifron is playing Kerrigan, and Vortex here is Sergeant Hammer. So without further ado, let's get in it. Okay, so it looks like Kita's going to go top up here. Red's just trying to sort out who's going where. Blue is probably communicating, probably on voice chat or, you know, all sorts of things here as everyone's just sorting out where they're going to go, what they're going to do. The team matchups here, if we just let me tab for a second. They're pretty good team matchups here. We see 2 support, 2 assassins, and a warrior for blue. A specialist, support, 2 assassins, and a warrior for red. So very nice matchups, very even matchups. I think we should get a lot of nice team engagements here. Okay, so, yep, so Kita and Carry on top versus Artanis and Lucifron. In the middle, we have Fight Camp versus Vortex. And in the bot, we have Kuki versus Ali, as well as Kuki and Ali versus Stone RRF and LoL vs XD. Okay, so we're just going to see opening skirmishes, you know, some encounters, poking away at each other. So Vortex actually got in a pretty nice position there, but he might get caught out here between LoL and Fight. Vortex was in a great position, but Fight Camp managed to scare him away. And now Cookie's coming to reinforce, make sure that they can't get an early kill on Fight Camp here. We'll just see some more skirmishing here, and in the bot we've got an ETC versus Lily. It's the immovable object and the unstoppable healing. That's what's happening down at the bottom here. Okay. Again, just some more engagements. We might see something decisive happen here with the pull from Kerrigan. Very nice pull. And the overkill keeps going, but unfortunately Carrion managed to get out of there with a nice heal. And Kita backing him up. In the mid, we're going to see just some more. Poking away. Okay, so night is coming in about 25 seconds. So what's going to happen at night? As you see, there's just normally mercs here. There's going to be some big terrors here, some little packs here and here, and of course the same on the parallel. You kill them to get seeds. When you get 100 seeds, folks, you're able to summon a Garden Terror here. So it's almost like taking the Dragon Knight, and you use that to push. It has some really nice mechanics for engaging with towers and sustaining basically a push against towers and keeps and forts. Okay, so we're going to see everyone kind of back up, get ready for nighttime. Looks like red is going to jump early onto this Terror. They've got to know that blue's going to be coming down. Nope, they're going to get the little seedlings here. In the bot, we've got Ali taking these seedlings, but he's going to get surrounded. Now, ETC is tanky, but he's going to need some support to get out of there. But it looks like red is actually prioritizing the seedlings early on rather than engaging in a team fight. Now, Lucifron and Artanis actually don't have the advantage here, so there's not a lot of damage going around, but they're not going to be able to kill 2 supports and an assassin particularly easy, as Artanis has to back up all the way to his fountain, and Lucifron's going to stay there just to annoy, just to keep a line of sight on what's happening. Fight Camp is going to take some of these seedlings here and is actually going to get played with by the Lily as she's going to chase him off. Ali's going to come around the back, steal some of the seeds. So unlike the Haunted Mines Grave Golem, these actually drop their mechanic as you're fighting them. So there's the impetus to come and steal from the enemy as they're doing it. Come and steal the seeds or skulls from the enemy as they're doing it. So Stone was in a bad way there and actually got a slap from the Terror himself, but now Blue's going to be chased off on the top here. They've got at the bottom there, they've got top fairly secure though, as Kita's just plugging away with the support of Carry-On. Brightwing is teleporting onto Kita now. Lucifron's going to come back, but she's really beat up. I'm not sure she actually wants to engage here, especially as Fight Camp comes in. He chases, he leaps onto her, he's going to keep up the damage. Carry-On's going to come in. There's poison damage took down Kerrigan. And I suppose the Illidan helped. So the Illidan took down the Kerrigan, but the poison damage was going to do it anyhow. Okay, so now Lol, Stone, and Artanis are coming in. There's a very nice overkill onto the Rega. Lol is trapped in the middle of them. He is done some nice damage. He needs to get out of there. He's very beat up. Blue's been pushed back. Red might actually take position on this top Garden Terror. And now Blue's trying to look for an angle of engagement here. They've got Kuki kind of absorbing the damage from Artanis, which is very funny here. Karen runs up, quickly taps the fountain, comes down. Red Tychus goes down to nice chases from Fight Camp. He's going to back off. He's going to come into the woods. He's going to come down, see what he can do. Cookie may go down there, but again, another nice chase from Fight Camp takes down the Red Hammer there, as well as Red Sonya. Stone is going to not run away. That is fantastic chasing from Fight Camp happening here. That was a work of art, really. And look at the health he's still on. He needs to escape before Artanis catches a whiff of him. Misses the grenade there, gets polymorphed, and is going to get chased home for his trouble. That was really nice for Blue. Red has decided to try and gain tempo back here. They've taken a very early Garden Terror, and they're just going to be pushing against this middle lane here. So Blue needs to jump on this quickly, and it looks like everyone's coming home to do so. Ali's going to try and keep Lol busy. She's going to come up into the middle here. So this is one of the Garden Terror's mechanics. He's going to put down this big potted plant thing that devastates, absolutely wrecks any buildings in the area. And just going to break down this gate here. Really the only major source of damage at this point they've got is Fight Camp, and he's going to just jump around, leap around. And now Red needs to get out of there. They've lost the Garden Terror, of course, but Lol is going to come up to support them. Fight Camp almost got caught there. I can't believe he's escaping with this much health from every engagement. Ali comes in with a nice save, pushing everyone away. Now Red is going to back up slowly. They're going to start push pull on this team fight, but they can't push too far, otherwise they're going to get caught in towers. And Fight Camp is going to come down again. He's just looking for the right time to engage, looking for the right time to, assassinate, take someone out. Red Sonya does go down to some nice work from the whole team there. Carrion is in a bad way, but they managed to trap Lucifer and do some nice body blocking, as Red knows it's time to back up now. I think they may have pushed that engagement a little bit far, especially since Artanis didn't want to come in. He was just happily backdoor Tychusing on his way up here. So backdoor Tychus, after the recent nerfs, is actually more efficient than Murky in my humble opinion. So he's going to get caught out here, he's going to get polymorphed, jumped on, and he's just going to back up. So he's actually he's just fine up here playing with the three of them. In mid, Kita is going to keep Vortex on her toes, whereas Lol is going to take early Siege Giants here, as Ali is just going to stay in the lane to soak up experience. And, oh, here's going to be another nice chase. Vortex just gets through. Lucky for him. And Red is going to come down, come through the top here. Carrion has seen them, going to see them moving into a new position. So we have Lucifron and Stone in the mid. Fight Camp is going to go up. He's going to engage alongside Kuki and Carrion. They're going to try and take Artanis here. I'm not sure what their chances are. Actually, no, he's decided to come down, make sure mid is safe as Red moves up. So this is the thing with this map. The accesses between lanes are so available that you're going to see a lot of moving. There's no such thing as, this is my lane. This is very much how this map works. Everyone's just moving where they need to be, when they need to be. There's also a lot of grass to hide in, so you see assassins do wonderful work on this map. Kuki's going to come in to save Carrion. I didn't think he was in too much trouble there. Fight Camp is again waiting for his engagement. Kita sees them. He's going to move in now. There's the nice jump from Fight Camp. He's going to chop down Lily. Fortunately, Lily's healing is fantastic. She's going to actually escape here. This is amazing. Nice escape from Lily. Unfortunately, Lucifron is going to possibly get caught. Fight Camp goes down to a nice overkill by Artanis, as Kita just has to back up. She can't turn on that. Lucifron is hurt. Kuki goes down as well to that Kerrigan, so it was a nice move actually by the Kerrigan, scaring away blue team as they managed to pick off Fight Camp as he was lagging behind the team after that chase. So I think Red is in a stronger position for this nighttime. They're going to clean up some of these early seeds here. Yep, he's just going to plug away at those. Vortex is going to take these down here. LOL has actually engaged Merc Camps, so if you engage Merc Camps before nighttime hits, you can actually just keep doing them and finishing them off. So this is going to put some nice pressure on blue from Red. Now Red's going to start the engagement on this Garden Terror, Carrion, Kuki, Fight Camp, and actually Kita's coming up. So it's pretty much the whole team minus Ali, who's going to play with this Garden Terror down here, and is going to get caught by Lily and Sergeant Hammer. He should have the damage. He should have the health to survive them. We saw Kerrigan and Sonya go down, so that was a nice engage for Red up here. And they are just going to clean up this Terror. They're going to get as many seeds as they can. Ali's going to keep playing with the Garden Terror. He's going to keep absorbing seeds. He's popped a nice stun here. He's going to actually catch the both of them while his team finishes up here and actually is going to come down to support him. So Red needs to think about what they're going to do from this point in terms of engaging. They have the seeds for another Garden Terror if they want to try that tempo play again. Okay, Kita actually came in from the wrong side. He's going to get caught in a bad way here. He manages to vault out of the leap. Very nice move there. Brightwing, Ali, and Fight Camp are just going to chase off Sergeant Hammer down here. Unfortunately, overkill onto the Vala, onto Blue Vala, takes her down. And now Artanis has popped Odin. This is a bad engagement for Blue. They need to get out of there as soon as possible. Fight Camp goes down to the Odin Blast. Carrion might also join him. No, he manages to escape. Cookie does some nice body blocking there to keep the Lily out of the action. Ali is taking a lot of damage. He is a big, beefy tank. Beefy. Wonderful. And he's going to be able to get out of there safely. But Red has taken prime position on this Garden Terror, and they are vastly ahead in seeds at this point. And there it is. Red is at 171 seeds, and Blue is at 89. Actually, I believe there's been an issue, because for some reason that went up as Red was getting seeds. Okay, I'm going to observe that next time. This may be an issue with the replay system. Okay, so there is an overkill onto Carrion. He's going to get chased, he's going to get pulled. Fight Camp comes in, tries to save him, but it's not enough. Sergeant Hammer's going to go down in the back to a big strafe from Kita. Artanis has got to get out of there. He's going to get chased by Fight Camp. We've seen some nice chase work by Fight Camp. He needs to keep up the sustain here as Tychus goes down, but Brightwing also goes down. This has been a very mixed engagement for both teams. Fight Camp wants that Lily. Is he going to get her? No, he gets leapt onto. Lucifron comes in. They're going to try and take down Illidan. It's going to, now they're pushing backwards. They're going to push back to the fort. There is the Ancient Spear onto Illidan. Illidan goes down. Lucifron needs to get out of there as he's taking hits from the Garden Terror. Kita has actually been caught. We're going to see a nice engage onto Kita here. Kita goes down to Lucifron. Now, it's just up to Ali to just push this lane here to distract the enemy from killing this potted plant as much as possible. Carrion comes in to save the Garden Terror. So does Brightwing. But that was just very, very nice work from Red there. Okay, and then looks like everyone's just kind of moving around. There was a very nice ancestral healing from Carrion. It is fantastic healing on allies. Cookie's not enough though. You can only save someone once. And Carrion's actually going to get chased off as Cookie goes down. Ali's about to lose that Garden Terror, so he needs to get into a safe position. So it's been a very protracted but very nice team fight from Red. I love what they've done here. Fight Camp's actually going to go up and start fighting the camp. Yes, I was waiting for that all game. You cannot believe how badly I was waiting for that. Blue ETC goes down. Kita tries to save him with strafe, but Carrion goes down on the Rega. She needs to get out of there. She's taken amazing damage but manages to save herself. Fight Camp is just going to keep working on this on these siege giants here. There's nothing much he can do about the mid. Red is beat up, but we're going to see the healing from Lily come into play as they're just going to keep this push up, really. There's no reason to leave it. Blue is down to 3 members. Okay, so there's the camp going active. Fight Camp is going to start looking for a way to move in on this engagement. He's currently in the bushes. We've got Kita here coming in. There is the ult from Fight Camp. He's going to go for Lucifron. Lucifron goes down. He's going to go for Sonya. Sonya goes down. They want the Lily. They're going to get the Lily to poison damage. Oh, she just heals out of there. Fight Camp was hurt badly, but another great ancestral healing. And Kuki actually get chased off here. It wasn't as amazing for Red, but they did manage to break the siege on their keep gate. They're going to go for another here as Fight Camp leaps onto the Sergeant Hammer. He wants to keep it up. There's the polymorph on Sergeant Hammer. A big strafe is going to take down a lot of health on Red Team. There they go down. There's the Sergeant Hammer. There's the Lily. Artanis needs to get out of there if he even wants to live. He's popped his Odin. He wants to try and push this back by himself. Odin's going to do some good damage, but it's not going to dissuade Blue from leaving this fort. So there we go. It's a fort for a fort, and the game is back to about an even level. Okay, so Blue needs to think about getting out of here as all of Red comes up again, and Artanis is still in his Odin. He doesn't keep up with those big blasts. Knight is coming in about 10 seconds. Up here in the top lane, these Blue Siege Giants are probably going to take down this tower line, but I'm not sure if they're going to do enough damage onto the fort. LOL starts on these Siege Giants here, but Fight Camp sees them. Blue is going to move in here. It's a 5 vs 2. Red needs to get out of here, and they need to move quickly. Vortex comes down, but another big strafe is going to take down Kerrigan. Strafe does fantastic damage. LOL vs XD. almost got killed there, but Kita missed her hungering arrow. There's a nice stun onto Stone by Ali, but Stone just gets out of there with a nice concussive blast from the Sergeant Hammer. Jug of 1,000 Cups is basically going to keep Red Team up here in this engagement. They just need to move as soon as it's finished, and there we go. So Blue Team is going to get pushed back here by and large. There's Artanis chasing down. Fight Camp's going to come on to him. Brightwing's going to come on to Fight Camp, who's going to try and save him. Fight Camp had to pop his ult as a means of escape there. Polymorph onto Artanis. Artanis is now in a bad way. He gets caught and he gets killed from a retreat. That is, I'm not sure it was an intentional feigned retreat, but that's what it ended up being, folks. Okay, now Stone is actually going to get separated from the rest of the team here. Lustron comes down to save him. Lol's going to poke away at Ali in the top lane here. Blue needs to secure some of these seeds while they've got this advantage. Red's going to come down. Ali's going to take a lot of the punishment here. He'll be safe. Some nice healing from both the Rega and the Brightwing are going to keep him alive. Now, Lustron's actually popped his ult. There's the engage. She's coming. Nice pull. There's a nice leap. Brightwing goes down, and so does Rega. Blue is out of their supports. They need to leave. And Illidan actually goes down as well. Red is going to clean up on this Garden Terror as Blue has to go home, and they have to think about what they're going to do here. It looks like Kita's going to try and take some of the little seeds. And I'm actually going to take this chance to observe what's happening. Okay, so it looks like, funnily enough, Blue Team is actually counting up as Red, and Red is counting up as Blue. So that's just an issue with the replay system, folks. Hopefully when we get an official replay system, that'll all be fixed for you. Stone has seen ETC here. She's going to clean up some of those seeds. Now Red is going to move into position to engage as Vortex sieges up. And Blue's going to get caught out here if they're not careful. There was the leap on Kita, missed the pull though. Ali goes back into his lane. Brightwing's going to come on Kita, and Blue's actually going to think about engaging onto Red here. So Ali's actually going to go home, presumably for mana, because his health was nice and full there. Cookie just checking the grass, just watching what's going to happen. Unfortunately, Blue has been too late in this engage, and they are going to miss any chance to steal any of the seeds here. And Red has actually popped a Terror. Very nice move here. Just keep up this constant pressure that we've seen from Red. This game's been wonderful. We've seen some wonderful, wonderful plays from both teams here. So Red is going to push hard on this bottom gate, but Blue has actually taken a counter Terror. This is like a big old school 70s monster movie. This is going to be great. We're just going to see the terrorists slap away at each other and all the little heroes scurrying about between their feet. Red's actually going to get pushed away here. Funnily enough, Sergeant Hammer is being pushed away by Brightwing. Napalm Strike is going to zone Blue here. Carrion is a man. He decides to run through it. But Red is all balled up. They're actually going to suffer badly if Blue can get the right engage here. Kita thought about coming around from the top, but she knows she needs to focus down that Garden Terror before he gets too many of those potted plants. Lustron got caught. Jug of 1,000 Cups may save him here. At Leaf will push everyone away. Fight Camp is almost going to go down. He dies. Cookie's going to join him. Yes, that is all. Blue Team's in a bad way here. Sonya chases away Kita. The Blue Rega goes down, and all of a sudden that Garden Terror is all for naught. As the potted plant goes down, Blue can do nothing to save it. I'm sure the potted plant has an official name that I'm continually forgetting, but it's the potted plant, folks. Ali's going to try and push in there. He's going to do what he can, but Blue is going to lose this fort, almost certainly. That was a really, really nice turnaround in that engagement from Blue Team. Wonderful work from them. Okay, so there's the pull onto Ali. He's got a lot of health, but, you know, one hero can only take so much. I am a lying liar. Unfortunately, Kita does not have the survivability that an ETC does. Ali gets out of there, but Kita Gekash goes down. Now, Artanis is in his Odin again. He's going to make up for where that Garden Terror was lost, and he's just going to shoot away. Blue can think about the engage here. They've got one assassin, 2 supports, and a warrior, though. Now, actually, Red does need to get out there as Fight Camp. Another nice leap from him. Fight Camp is going to go down. Oh, Ancestral Healing has been wonderful in this game. And in fact, it is Stone that goes down on the Lily. Lol is going to get caught. He's going to get leaped on. He's going to get jumped on. He's going to get pushed around. And he is going to die. Red has had enough seeds, more than enough seeds, to pick up another Garden Terror, though. Red is going to keep the pressure on as hard as they can for as long as they can, and thus far it seems to be working for them. So Red actually doesn't want to support this Garden Terror. They're just going to let this one push naturally and hope that Vortex can get out of there safely, I'm assuming. Now, Okay, it looks like Artanis and Lucifron are going to come in behind. This Garden Terror is not even going to get to engage with the keep. So this may actually have been a waste. Yeah, as Red gets caught, they get pushed around. We need to see... Unfortunately, Fight Camp has been polymorphed, or seed morphed, I suppose, is the... Plant morphed is the way I'd explain that. And Red gets out of there safely, despite that being a 3v5. Okay, so everyone can go back to lanes. This has been a phenomenally long nighttime, folks. In fact, no one seems too keen on finishing off nighttime anytime soon. Okay, so there is Kerrigan just poking away at some minions. She's got to see that all blue is coming in now. Artanis and Vortex coming in to save her. But there's the leaf. She gets pulled, she gets hit, she gets moved around, and she goes down again. Oh, the displacement, stuns, and just the sustain out of blue have been really nice. Now, Red's got to back up here. They are not... 4v5 is arguable for them, but looks like Blue doesn't really want to overcapitalize on this too much. They don't want to get caught out, as they have been a couple of times. Now, actually, great work from Ali there. He took a look to see what's happening. He can take many hits from Red, so it doesn't matter. He just wants to see what they're doing, where they're going, what they're thinking about, and he's going to mount up and head down to this bottom lane, presumably. Red is going to finish up the nighttime finally, and let's see if they want to make use of Mercs. Let's see if that was the intentional finish from them. Now, Fight Camp and Carry on going to come on here, but it's a 3v4 now that Cookie's come in. Now this is going to be the battle of the Knights, folks, as both teams are going to push for advantage on this night as Kita comes in. Looks like Blue has the advantage currently. We're going to see Red take it back here. No, ETC is just playing with these minions down here. He's going to slowly work on them as this big engagement comes up here. Kerrigan is soon going to join this fight for Red. Now a big overkill onto Carry On, manages to push him away, but Fight Camp pops his Metamorphosis and jumps right into the middle of the fight. There's a couple of jumps. Fight Camp is taking a lot of damage. Ancestral Healing just saves him in the nick of time. Stone is going to go down here with a wonderful stun from Ali, who joined the fight just at the perfect time. Amazing timing here from Blue, and they have won the Battle of the Knights decisively, as everyone on Red Team goes down except Artanis and his Odin, who really might still go down here. Will certainly lose the Odin. That was an amazing work from both teams there, and Blue, oh, the timing and the combos of their abilities. It's been great, folks. Now, Artanis is actually going to get pushed out. He's retreating in the wrong direction. He's going to die for it. Fortunately, he couldn't retreat in the right direction because he was being body blocked by everyone and their dog. Now, Blue is going to just work on these gates. Are they going to go for the fort? Red is down for a long time, so they might as well go for the... Sorry, not the fort. The keep, sorry. They've got the Knights, you know, the guys that caused all the drama coming in to support them. This is going to be wonderful for Blue. They're going to possibly take down the shielding on this core. Unfortunately, Red's coming up in just a few seconds, or at least parts of Red are. Now, Red wants to wait for the engage here. They can't just jump in there, otherwise they're going to die one at a time, and it's going to be essentially GG at this point. Vortex is going to get a nice napalm strike to clean up those minions. Ali's going to get pulled, he's going to get moved around. Fight Camp pops his ult again, he wants Stone. Stone has actually been caught out of position, she's going to try and jump around. Now Lucifron's going to take a lot of damage, goes down to Fight Camp, who decides to change targets. Now LOL is in there, they're going to keep fighting outside of their well and trying to come back in. Blue's in a great position here, but they need to start thinking about moving out as more Red comes in. Oh, another fantastic heal of Ancestral Healing. Ali's actually going to get pushed away, but he has, again, the health to just stay in there. He doesn't care. ETC doesn't even care. He might care, actually, when he dies. I believe I jinxed him. I know this game was played hours before I recorded it, but I'm pretty sure that was a jinx on my end, as even Fight Camp goes down to some nice damage from the Sergeant Hammer. Now, Artanis and Stone are going to chase away Kita and Kuki as Blue backs up. They've got great advantage in that push there, but they did lose the team fight. They need to hold Red off until they all come up again. They can give it another shot. We're going to see nighttime again as Kuki goes down. He gets caught between LOL, Stone, and Artanis, who popped an overkill. Kita's going to start work on these Sea Shines down here, whereas Red is going to take their own. Neither team has quite the seeds to summon another Garden Terror, but we'll see what they prioritize in this next nighttime phase. So, Kita's more than happy to just stay down here. She's not going to engage 1 vs 5. That is absolute suicide. So she's just going to have to let red do whatever they want here. As blue's going to come up. The earliest person for blue is going to be ETC in just a couple of seconds. Now, there we go. We've seen red cleaning up some seeds. They're going to go for this Garden Terror, and they're going to be pretty much uncontested for it, as blue probably wants to take this one. They want to essentially trade the Garden Terrors here. So Vortex is in a really nice position. So if you've got a decently ranged hero, they can show up just behind this little wall here and they can blast away. It also means they can watch whatever's coming at them. And yep, Red's just going to clean up here. So let's see who gets the advantage on getting their Garden Terrors. Looks like Red's actually going to come down and they're going to take this Garden Terror as well. Blue is too late to stop them up here as they tried to move in. And red is going to actually clean up nicely here as well, if blue doesn't have something to say about it, and have something to say about it very soon. So we are at level 20 for both teams, so everyone has the full complement of their talents. Now blue is actually doing some damage on the Garden Terror, but they don't seem too worried by red, who's very well entrenched themselves with Vortex in the back there. Ali leapt in, pushed everyone around. Lucifron's going to pop his ult, which is going to do a lot of damage onto blue team. They've got to move out of there. Now Vortex is going to come up. He's going to make sure that Sergeant Hammer range is scaring everyone. Fight Camp pops his ult. A big leap from LOL is going to trap Carrion and Kuki, but the nice healing from the both of them is going to keep them alive. Lucifron's going to go down. Ali is barely going to survive there. LOL is actually going to go down. Fight Camp is just moving, dancing in the fight, taking out who he needs to when he needs to. Artanis goes in his Odin. He's going to work on Ali. I think he has the survivability to withstand it though. Carrion and Kita are going to chase away Stone. She might be able to run away here. I'm not too sure they're going to get the kill. Artanis has been pushed in the wrong direction. Fight Camp is going to take him down here. Yep, there it is. Overkill or no overkill. Fight Camp in his Metamorphosis is going to kill Artanis there. Now blue is actually going to get this Garden Terror, and they are going to be in the position to push heavily again. So let's see what happens here. Now, Vortex is just going to be in the lane. There's nothing too much else he wants to contest. All the mercs are taken up here, so he's not going to come down here and risk getting annihilated by blue. Blue's going to take some mercs. We'll see Kita taking these knights, and of course, Fight Camp Carrion taking these siege giants. And Ali, the ETC, is in the Garden Terror now. Red has the seeds again. Blue counter is red. Red has the seeds to take their terror, so let's see if we see another giant monster fight here. Okay, so they're just going to clean up mercs. They want to march right through the middle, right into the heart of Red's base here. It's going to be really nice for blue if they manage to pull this off. But we have seen some amazing turnarounds, some amazing kills here from both teams, and just some wonderful teamfight engages. So it's going to be Stone, Lucifron, and Vortex, as well as LOL, who's just going to come up, and they're just going to fight at the front lines here. No tricky flanking business, as we saw Fight Camp decide to poke up there, see what was happening. Artanis is going to jump in there. Fight Camp, speaking of jumping, jumps right into the middle of the fight, as we've seen him do so many times. He's going to go right onto Lucifron. Lucifron goes down. LOL uses her leap. Ariat Crater is going to wall Kita in, but it's not enough, as Red is forced into retreating here. There's Sonya down to Kita. Lucifron is going to go down to sustain damage from Fight Camp. Oh, another amazing ancestral healing. We're going to take a look at the stats at the end of this game, folks. I have a feeling the numbers are going to be ridiculous. As there we go, blue is pushing hard. Red is continually backing up in this fight. Amazing healing, amazing work from blue team here in this fight. Stone's going to get pushed away as she's been plant morphed, as I believe I coined it earlier. She's going to get killed. Artanis is going to get knocked out of zone and may actually get killed by the big strafe here from Peter. And blue is in free reign to essentially just smack away at this core here. They're not going to get cocky. They're not going to go for too many more kills, as the big potted plant, which I'm sure still has a name, takes down the core, and that was amazing. What a fantastic game. Now I'm just going to pause us. I'm going to take a look at the stats. Now, what I wanted to look at is the healing for blue team. 107k on Rega, on Carrion, with that big ancestral healing with the chain heals, and 122k for Brightwing here. 86 for Stone on the Lily. Funnily enough, Artanis didn't do a single point of healing, but you know, that's Tychus. You got to build him for the healing. And altogether, we have 34 and 22. That is 56 kills. A very nice game. Some very, very wonderful engagements. And wow, have I learnt a thing or two, folks. I hope you have as well. I hope you've enjoyed the match. This has been the fourth Nexus Champ Heroes of the Storm match of the week. Thank you for joining me this week, and I hope you join us every week. See you next time, folks.